Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Devs Kingdom. Qwen3 has just released about 10 hours ago. So it is available on Qwen Chat, GitHub, Hugging Face. And if you want to take a look at the samples, they're also available on Kaggle and the Hugging Face Q3 demo space. So they also have a Discord channel, you can chat about it. So in this release, they released two MOE models, which is the Qwen3 235B, A22B, and also the Qwen3 30B, A3B model. So both are awesome MOE models. So basically the Qwen3 32B is a dense model, but both the Qwen3 235 and Qwen3 30B both are MOE models. And these two models outperform the QWQ 30B. And also, if you look at the first metrics they provided here, they basically kind of in par with Grok 3 Beta and Gemini 2.5 Pro, which are all not really open source, but you can see from Qwen they are open weight models, and then actually they outperform or in par with the Grok 3 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. And also, if you look at the other metrics, basically for OpenAI O1 and DeepSeek R1, OpenAI O3 Mini, and the Qwen3 and Qwen3 32B, the MOE and dense model, they actually outperformed also the OpenAI models, if you look at the metrics, which is super cool. And if you scroll down a little bit of the announcement, so they also mentioned that for this release, there are 6 dense models are also open-weighted. So besides the open weighing of the two MOE models, as I mentioned earlier, so start with the Qwen 232B and Qwen3 30B. The 6 dense models have a lot smaller size. So it is Qwen3 32B, Qwen3 14B, Qwen3 8B, and Qwen3 4B, and 1.7B, 0.6B. So very small models. They're all available on the Qwen Hugging Face space. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see from the models, it's available here, and these are all open-weighted and open source models, which is really, really good. If you look at the metrics, so if these open source models have everything that's claimed in these metrics, which outperformed a lot of the closed-down models, which means this Qwen3 release, it is a huge and great release. So let's scroll down a little bit to actually look at the key features. So if you look at the key features, they mentioned that it is hybrid thinking mode. So what does hybrid thinking mode mean? So there's 2 modes. Basically, it means first is the thinking mode. So thinking mode is that model tasks or takes time, right, to reason. So there's a reasoning step. And the other mode is non-thinking mode. So the non-thinking mode, it is just quick, near instant response, like the Qwen 32B. So basically, it doesn't need a reasoning, so just provide quick, near instant response. So super cool. And because of that, it is very flexible. So if you look at the other release announcement, it says it provides multilingual support. So Qwen3 models are supporting 119 languages and dialects. So this extensive multilingual capability opens up a new possibilities of international applications. So which is very, very good, because I think about if you actually live in a different non-English speaking country, like the Indonesia or maybe the other things like Turkey. So this model really helps to actually build up the LLMs. So they actually listed a lot of the supported language dialect in here. So there's Europe, right? Since the Europe is a big, has a big coverage, and since there are a lot of the Europe languages are supported, then you can see there's a lot of other Asian languages like Japanese, Korean, Georgian, Basque, and so if you look at the list, super cool. So it supports a lot of the language from Europe and Asia, including also like the simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese. So very good. There's other integrations like improved agentic capabilities. So that means MCP is also supported. So if you look at the announcement, basically they're saying that the Qwen3 models is optimized for the agentic capabilities, which is tied to the Qwen agent. So Qwen has also its own agent. So if you look at the folder, I think they also provided a link in here. So there's a Agentic, so agent. So there's a agent section, which is the to look at Qwen agent. So basically there's Qwen agent repo. So you can actually go to the VLLM Qwen agent to actually take a look at this agent. So I think Qwen3 has some optimization or the improved integration with the Qwen agent. So which also kind of strengthen the support for MCP. So it already supports MCP, but I think Qwen3 has some optimized improvement on that. So they also have a pre-training explanation how they actually pre-trained this Qwen3. So there are 3 stages. So basically, first stage is the pre-trained for over 30 trillion tokens, right, for a context length of 4K. And the other stage, which is second stage, they have improved data set by increasing the proportional knowledge intensive data, right? And then the third stage, or the final stage, they have high quality long context data to extend the context length, so to 32K tokens. So there's 3 stages of the pre-training, and they provided also the metrics here. If you look at the entire metrics, you can see the Qwen3 235B. This is a reasoning model, as I mentioned earlier. So this has outperformed. If you look at the performance, it outperformed the Qwen 2.5, Llama 4 Maverick, and DeepSeek V3. So very cool. But one thing to mention is, so this is a reasoning model. So basically the Qwen3 235B is a reasoning model, but it's a dual mode. So basically there's thinking and non-thinking. So they compare the models, those are not reasoning models. This is one thing to mention, but again, the metrics are really good. Also, because they're all like mixture of experts models, so it kind of makes sense to compare everything. For the post-training, they also provide a little bit details on the post-training. And they provided the development Qwen3, which is pretty standard. You can see the model is available, right? This is available on Hugging Face. You can just specify the model name and to test it out. The other thing I think is for the agentic usage. So if you scroll down a little bit of the announcement, you can see the agentic usage. Basically, they provided the 30B, A30B model. So this is the smaller of the reasoning model. The 235B is larger, so this only has 30B params, but the 235B has a lot more parameters. And you can see there's example, it's very standard, but as they actually improved the integration with the Qwen agent, you can see from the import, so basically they use the Qwen agent to test it, and then they specify the model as Qwen3, so which means this expected to perform better. So if you use other models, probably it does not work exactly well with the Qwen agent, but as they actually build a economic system or the ecosystem, they're actually supposed to be working better. And also the MCP servers, you can use your MCP servers or just use the default, the MCP server time and also the MCP server fetch. So this is the announcement. So really good release. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that they talked about in this announcement. And so without further ado, let's test it out, because this is actually available on the chat Qwen.ai. So just register account, you should be able to test it. So they didn't provide these smaller dense models, but do provide the reasoning model, which is the 35B, and also 30B, a smaller MLE model, and also provided Qwen3 32B. So you can see here, they only provided 3 models to test, which is probably the flagship models for this release. To test it out. So let's give it a try for the Qwen3 235B and to see if this actually works as expected. So let's just get a few questions. Let's copy paste here. So we use these same questions to test all the models. So if you have seen those questions, that's great, but let's just run through them to see if this model actually performs as expected. So the first question that we can ask is the capital city of the country host name and with HOA. So see if this performs good. Let's just say copy and paste. Let's copy and paste it. Let's copy and paste it. So, all right. So let's hit enter. So without the thinking mode. So let's see. So it's Algeria. Interesting. So this is not correct. So because the IGI would be Czechia. So that's also most of the model would answer that if they answer that correctly. So this is not correct. Interesting. So let's try a second one. So let's just do this landing page, which is my favorite question to build a crypto trading landing page. So let's just test that as well. So this is not non-thinking. So we do not test the thinking at this time. We just use this MOE model to test the non-thinking mode. So you can see that it does not thinking too much. And basically, because we checked this off, so if you like thinking budget, okay, interesting. So just try it out to see how this works. All right. It's okay. So the process completed. Let's copy and paste it. So let's copy. Let's paste it into the HTML viewer. So it's not bad, pretty good. And you can see here, they do have the real-time market trend. So a lot of other models, they do not have this real-time market trend. So they actually have this correct at the first try, which is very nice. You can see the UI is nice, style is nice, and let's click everything. Okay, it jumped to the right place. Very nice. So let's click send a message. Did you have the check for the required field? Okay, very nice. So also you can see actually it also kind of supports the mobile view and also the desktop view. So super nice. So that question is very good. So let's try other things like very basic questions like how many A letters in the word Alibaba, because it's actually from Alibaba. So let's try that out. So 3 letters, this is correct. And all right, so let's try another more complicated question, which is one of my sort of favorite question, which is the arcade style video game. So this is very complicated, like arcade style game to build a spaceship. So let's just copy it and paste this question to see if this new model can actually build a spaceship. So that's arcade style. So let's just copy and paste it and hit enter. And also, they actually analyze this. This is single file implementation that runs in any modern browser. You can copy and paste the code below into an index file. So this is good. So that's a correct planning. And so a lot of models, they don't have this planning phase. They just simply answer it. So this is good. Actually, they understand the question and did analyze. So you can see the features implemented. So this is of sort of like agent style. You can see a lot of the agent for Manus and the GenSpark, they basically have the planning phase. If you look at the models, they actually have this planning integrated. So you can see there's a planning to understand the question and also the implementation. They have this thing laid out just using model, not using the agent, but they do have this nice process. Let's try to see if this works. It might or might not work, but let's give it a try. So let's paste it to see that for some reason it didn't actually for some reason didn't work. So it doesn't work. All right. So let's see if we can actually run this in this window. I think they probably didn't actually provide a way to run it. Okay, they do have this introduction, arrow keys and space bars, H keys. Okay. Let's see if there's a way to do it. They do not have this architect, so they for some reason. So let's just try it again. So yes, doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't really do that right away. Okay, anyway, so let's try the other question. Okay. So this doesn't actually, they don't even have a background for some reason. But anyways, let's try another question. So let's try these bouncing balls. So basically write a script for two bouncing balls, a low ball in a sphere, and make sure to handle collision detection properly. Make sure the sphere slowly rotate. Make sure the ball stay within the sphere. Implement it in p5.js. So let's just copy and paste it. Okay. Okay, so let's copy and paste code to the p5 JS, which I actually put it in here. So let's just say start coding, copy and paste it. Let's hit enter. Okay, so this is working. So this is very nice. So super cool. And let's try another one. So let's try this SVG image. So let's generate SVG code for a simple flower shape. The flower should have 5 petals and basic parts. So let's just do that to see how this performs. So you can see also for the flower parts, they actually have a flower. So very nice. So the model actually responds like an agentic style. So it's not just a model. The response for a just question. It's almost kind of like an agent style. Like they respond like an agent, but it is just one model. Okay, interesting. So like it's very nice. Also, you can see the layout is very nice. They have like this planning and also the code and also how it works. So and also it seems there's HTML stuff they embedded into it. So it's very interesting. Like they actually built a sort of application style model response. Let's just copy and paste it to see if this SVG is nice. So this is actually correct. So not that pretty, but you can see this is actually answered the question correctly. So, and I think that's the test for this video, and hopefully this is helpful. And overall, I think this is a pretty good model, especially they're open weighted and also they're actually downloadable from Hugging Face. It also supports the VLLM. So if you actually reviewed my previous videos, you should be able to just figure out how to use VLLM on your Kaggle notebook, which you can actually set up at your free time and all cost, free GPUs with 2 T4s on the Kaggle.com. So if you interested, just feel free to check out those videos, which I also have a link in the video description. So you can just click and then review that video. So you can see here from the VLLM, they do have this VLLM support. So, so at your free time, you can just try out this command to see if these smaller models performed as expected. The Unsloth also released the GGF version for the 32B thinking model, so the reasoning model. So you can see this is really, really nice. So you can actually see that the size of the Q4 is only 17.7 GB. So this can be tested on Kaggle.com. So if you do not know how to run the VLLM on Kaggle.com, again, feel free to check out the video in the description. And hopefully this is helpful. And if you do like this video, please subscribe, like, or comment if you have any questions. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.